Definitely do my best on these FSD videos. Make sure all this is clean. We can't forget the side cameras too. Might as well just clean the whole window at that point, right? Of course, you want to get these guys down here. Make sure you get them cleaned up real nice. Okay, guys, here we go. FSD 14.1.7. Trying a new camera angle here. I got 3 cameras rolling. One on the top, one right here to try to hopefully get enough view for here, and of course the one filming me and taking my audio. But let's show you here, autopilot. I'm turning on the emergency lane departure avoidance. That was a real annoyance on the dirt road. I'd always think you're flying out. We're going to turn that on. And here we've got our 5 speed profiles: sloth, chill, standard, hurry, and Mad Max. We're going to leave it in standard to start this. And I'm going to go ahead and expand the full self-driving visualization for you guys all. I'm not going to turn on the brake confirm. So require brake press and release to start FSD supervised from park. I just hit the button and go. We're going to do that. Let me show you guys software down here. It's going to be a pretty small print, but 14.1.7 FSD. And what are we running for the standard car? Version 12, 2025.38.8.7 software. Now, we're going to leave my house right from here. Let me get my satellite turned on. I'd leave my outlets on. That's going to keep the Starlink up here active, get the truck some Wi-Fi all the time. You can see the new start self-driving here. We're going to type in the forks, and that's where we're going first. Okay, calculating. Now we're up here on my house, and I'm at the top of my driveway. Right, last time, truck wouldn't do anything. Let's give it a go. Just going to press the button, turn on the camera, and here we go. Keeping a close eye on this turn. Okay, it wants to back up. This is interesting. I'm not sure what it's doing here. It must have thought that was not a way out. I'm not sure what it's going to attempt here. This is interesting. It might put it down in my ditch. It's okay. It's turning around at the top of my driveway, guys. Look at this. Wow. Completely hands-free. It decided it did not want to go that way, even though it could have gone that way. There's a cliff right here, but it's confident, and it's going down to the main road. Impressive. Look at that. There is no navigation for that, as you can see right here as well. Last time we had a semi swerve at us. Hopefully today we're safe and we don't have any crazy stuff happen. All right. So hopefully y'all can see my steering wheel here. I'm going to take a quick look. I think you can. Good. Okay. I'm going to make sure nobody's coming, because the left turn signal actually is blocking my view to be able to see. It would be cool to have both cameras come up on that. And we're off and running. Maybe I should zoom out on this. I'm going to change this one down a little bit. Hopefully you guys can all see that. Now look at the confidence of this now. We are moving 30-40 miles an hour now down the dirt road. Now there have been some changes to the dirt road. This road has the ditches cleaned. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just switch views real quick on this to a different view. I apologize. I don't know. I'm just going to roll with it. I'm sorry. I'm going to roll. Oh, I'm supposed to take these off. Taking these off. Going back to regular sunglasses here. All right. Okay. I will let you know if I intervene in any way. So you can see how much more confident it is. This is a comfortable speed on my road. It is staying to the right, but not so far that I'm worried about ditches yet. There's a hole there, and it missed it by 18 inches or so. Awesome. I'll have to tell you guys, I did try this to southern Colorado, and I was thoroughly impressed. It even tried to park in the charger bays for the Tesla chargers. Now I have my tow hitch on, so not the best idea there. So I didn't allow it to do that. This is a new camera view for me, so hopefully this works out on this video, but I think I only had 2 camera views on the last video. Okay, this is kind of a blind corner right here with a big rock. Okay, did really well there. You can tell, I mean, I can tell that it's so much more confident now. And it's so much smoother. The way that it accelerates and brakes, goes into the corners, just really smooth movements. And I think I had to have it in hurry before, so this is standard. And I don't know how to break this video up so much that I would show you guys every mode, but we can see if there's a change on this bit of straightaway. We're doing 29, 31, 32. If it holds 32, okay, you just scroll up now. There's no control over the speed. Let's go up 1 to hurry, and let's see if it'll change its speed. See, and I didn't think so. So on the dirt road, I think it's going to reach a maximum speed that it feels safe to go, and that's going to be it. So let's go Mad Max. We're at Mad Max. And it hasn't changed its speed at all. So, like I said, I think that's only if it's confident enough to go at those speeds. So we'll just take it back down to standard for this test. I want to see how it does just standard. So it says a little bit slower. I don't know why in the big open areas it goes slower. I still see some of that behavior that came from version 13 here in version 14. But if you're just on a Sunday stroll like I am, this is fine. Getting home late at night, there's deer out and everything, this is fine. You don't need to be hauling butt down these roads. You can enjoy your time. So I'm just going to kick back and relax just like I did on the trip all the way down to southern Colorado. It was about a 4.5 hour drive, and it was so relaxing. I'm going to take a trip to North Carolina, guys, next week. During that trip, I'm going to be doing a lot of filming. And I think what I'm going to do is be uploading a lot of videos, short, quick videos of my trip. I'm kind of, you know, going back and forth with how to do my videos and how to edit the videos. So any feedback you guys give me in the comments is very helpful, because I'm learning. This is just really a hobby for me. I have a great time doing it. It's a lot of fun. Let's see if it is going to navigate all the way out to I-25. Or I'm sorry, 287. Yes, so it's going on the same path it was before. And I apologize that this video is shaky. I've got it in horizontal steady mode. I've never run that mode, but it seemed like it was so far away I would have been this little dot back here. So I'm trying this mode. So if this video is very shaky, I'll switch to these other cameras more often here. But you guys don't want to see my bug anyway. I can't even see that camera up there, so we're just hoping that that guy stays up there. I'm sure I'll hear it fall if it does. Along my trip, the truck did try to maneuver out of a lot of things on the highway, but really what was in the highway would be like black marks from semis, you know, skidding their tires. Some strange darkness sometimes would cause it to go a little bit over, but hey, it was trying to make sure there was nothing in the way. I was very appreciative of it. It took me off guard at first though, for any of you guys who are used to FSD. It did scare me at first. I'm like, oh my goodness, like what's it doing, right? You think you're gonna swerve off the road, but it was fine. Now here it's kind of hogging the road, down the middle of the road here. I don't like that if a car comes flying around this corner. Looks like we're okay, but this is really down the middle of the road. And as you can see, let's go to full screen here, and you can see we're in the middle of the road. I'm going to try hurry mode, see if we have any effect again. I just don't see any sort of response. Here's Mad Max. Same. And this part of the road is pretty rough still. They have been redoing the road. This part's pretty rough. So over around that corner, I wasn't real comfortable with how far it was in the middle of the road, just because I know how fast people fly down this road. Next thing you know, you got a car right at you. But over the hill, it did stay to the right. Take it back down to standard, and it did slow it down. If you see that, guys, when I dropped it. So as it comes up in confidence, if you drop the speed profile, it will immediately slow down for you. So let's go to hurry, just to see if we can get a little more speed on the dirt road here. It kind of seems to get more comfortable. Let's see how it does. That did slow down about 5 miles an hour when I went from Mad Max to hurry. But there's no immediate like go faster when I up the profile, if you will, but I do get an immediate slowdown, which is good, because if you see a cop or you realize you're just hauling butt, it's nice to have a good reaction when you drop the joystick. Now that's better than the left to right we used to have. My thumbs don't like pushing left to right on the joysticks. It's much easier to roll up and down. So I do like that we now roll up and down on the joystick. So here the bank has been dropped quite a bit. Before we were driving down in that, and they came in and did some fiber optic work, but look at the truck, it's staying right on the top. It did a great job around that corner. So far, 0 interventions of any kind. And as you all know, I live on a pretty gnarly dirt road, so don't be surprised if I have to do something here soon. Now it's coming into this corner again where I don't like it that tight, but nobody's there, so we can't prove that it would have been over further with a vehicle. I feel like we're going faster though. This still isn't fast enough to stay out of the way of people, so if anybody comes behind me, I will have to pull over to the side. Stayed nice on the right. Here comes a vehicle. Let's see how it reacts to this vehicle. It's our first interaction with a vehicle. Staying, you know, comfortably right. There's plenty of space for everybody. Good deal. But you can see everybody's just hauls butt on this road. Now we do have somebody coming up behind us, so it looks like we will have to have an intervention. I will try Mad Max. We'll see if it gets going anymore. Oh, he did pull off. Okay. So that truck pulled off. We're still clear. I feel like when people are behind the vehicle, it does want to go faster. It definitely will get over on the interstate if somebody's behind you. So I like hurry on the interstate because it'll stay more in the left lane and not continue to get over all the time, which it's just like you're always switching lanes. A hurry, it'll stay in the fast lane a lot more unless there's really not a lot of traffic. It will get back over. But I do notice that when a fast vehicle comes up behind me, it will get over for them in hurry. All right, here's where we ran into that semi last time. Anxiety goes up a little bit right here because I just want to get over this hill. We'll see how it does. See how bad the road has gotten since then. I'm driving in washboards and all over the gravel, but the truck is staying safe. But this is a rough area. It's compensating. turning to the left. If y'all can see the steering wheel, it was kind of going to the left, almost like it knew it was riding through some rough gravel there. And now it's staying to the right on a nice blind corner. Very comfortable there. This part of the road has been smoothed out. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what we just went through. This is a comfortable speed for FSD, especially if it was a lot of gravel on the road or weather. This can get really muddy and kind of get out of control on you.
Left an image.
Okay, so we're continuing down the switchbacks. Looking good here. I am in Mad Max, just so y'all know. Don't think it's having much of an effect at all. As a matter of fact, let's see, we're at 28. I'll take it to hurry. Didn't slow it down at all. So like I said, those higher profiles are only going to happen when it's comfortable with the situation. Slowing down nicely for this corner. I feel like it's definitely trying to compensate for the washboards. I'm watching the steering wheel do some interesting stuff when it hits there, because you know, in the Cybertruck, the steering wheel is not affected by the road. There is no direct connection between the steering wheel and the wheels. So whatever you're seeing happening here is just FSD moving the steering wheel with where it wants to move the truck. So when it was going through those washboards, it was almost like it was trying to kind of pull us out a little bit, doing this little soft motion to the left. All right, very comfortable. I would have to go back and watch the last video, version 13 FSD, to see how much faster we're actually moving. So I might pull some parts to that into this video just real quick to see the difference between the speeds. We are still in hurry. What I'm excited for now, guys, just to talk a little bit, because I'm not doing anything, is when we get FSD for trailering. And I think Tesla could really bring this in just like they brought in the original FSD. Bring it in stages where we have lane assist and the cruise control adaptive, where we can just turn it on and it says, okay, you're in trailering mode, so this is just steering assist. So meaning that you're going down the highway, the truck is just steering, changing lanes, and changing its speed based on the vehicles in front of you. That would be great. I understand it may not understand how far you need to turn, wide for your trailers and things like that, but that'd be a good place to start, would be to have that for the Cybertruck. Another thing I'm really looking forward to are some updates to this UI. The fact that it's just really bare of anything. It's just black and gray with some faint lines. I feel like Tesla could really bring in a lot more to the FSD screen now and make it much more exciting. We've got FSD doing amazing things now. This is the next level, and anybody that did not like version 13, I think you should definitely give version 14 a try. This is leaps and bounds better than 13, and I hear that with the next few updates it's going to get even better. Elon calling it sentient. We do have a Subaru behind us, but they're keeping quite a distance, so I'm not going to worry about them. We are still at 0 interventions and we are in hurry mode. And some things I would like to see Tesla bring as well to the towing, to the Cybertruck, would be to give us, you know, just an illustration of the trailer behind us and not another vehicle. I understand there might be some complexities in figuring out how to do that, but we shouldn't have to see a big semi riding our butt in FSD. And that's kind of this whole visualization thing being updated. Now, I would be going a little faster. I am going to try Mad Max. We are going pretty slow for a big straightaway. Let's see if we can get a little more speed out of this. The Subaru is catching up. Okay, we're getting a little bit more speed. We'll see what, I'm just going to let it ride. He can wait. Now we got a truck in the road up here just parked. Let's see how that handles that. Oh, and an oncoming car coming now. I don't know why people just park in this road like this, but it is shifting over very nicely, very safely. And right back over it goes. Now, Mad Max does not seem to be having any effect on going any faster. 40 miles an hour is as fast as it looks like it wants to go. But in the sake of this video, I'm going to try not to touch anything other than the profiles. Now we're going 44, maybe because the Subaru is catching up. I'm not sure. We are close to the pavement. Yay. Now, I'm definitely not going to leave it Mad Max on the pavement, guys, because it will take off. So I'm going to drop it right now. Look at that. Immediately, it already reacted. It slowed when I went to hurry. I went to standard, and there was no effect. So looked like Mad Max was giving us a few extra miles per hour. Now we are in standard, rolling up to 287. Turn signals on. Now, we'll always come to a complete stop at a stop sign, and then it will creep forward to see what's going on. Now, there's a big semi coming. I hope it doesn't go. Thank goodness. And now it should go after the semi. There we go. Very confidently getting out onto the road. You can see we're accelerating nicely. Look at how it's holding the lane, guys. So much better. It's not on the yellow lines. It's in a very natural place right now. Just felt the suspension lower down once you get above 65. It's holding 68 here. Let's see how it handles this passing zone. In the past, it always stayed in the left. It didn't matter. Sometimes it would go to the right if there was a vehicle it could follow. But typically it would just stay in the fast lane. I love how it sits on the road now. This is a very comfortable position from left to right on the road. This was always a problem. For over a year, I've had this problem. So, squeaking over there. Not sure what it is. Alright, here comes our passing lane. I know the semi will stay right, which will help the truck, I'm sure, even more, but unless it wants to pass. And the truck wants to pass. See, the turn signal came on, and it's going for it. I am in standard. Should do about 70, 71 miles an hour in a 65. Look how confident and beautiful that was. Turn signal came on because it knew this was a passing zone. And it's going to stay in this lane. That's interesting. Before it would put its turn signal on and get back over to the left when it was in the slow lane. So I actually would prefer this. I'm already over here and we're already through there. Now Remember in the last video, guys, this thing took off into the orange, couldn't make the turn. Hopefully it's going to slow down and take this turn a lot better. There it goes, off to the right already. Beautiful, getting into the turn lane nicely. And it's going to go into the forks this time, guys. It's going into the parking lot. Let's see what it does. It may just park, or it's going to look for a parking spot. Oh, some people. Yep. Stopped for the people very comfortably. Now, there's no designated parking spots here, guys, so I might just take over. Well, let's see what it does. Look at this. Okay. A little confused, yeah, because it's really not a parking spot. But, heck, I'd jump out right here. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It parked in a parking lot with no markings based on other vehicles parking. It made its own decision and made the best decision. Isn't that awesome? Thumbs up, guys. All right. We're going to head back to my house now. And we're going to let it drive the whole way. So we're just going to hit. I haven't touched anything on the pedals or anything. Here we go. Self-driving, putting itself in reverse. Confidently pulling out. And going out to the road. Putting its right turn signal on. And there we go. Look at that. Wow. I mean, that's impressive, guys. No markings on the ground, and the Cybertruck still found a very comfortable place to park. This is the same path we took as last time. That's why I said this is next level stuff, guys. If you haven't gotten into FSD and you own a Tesla, check my link below. They are giving out rewards for people who are getting into FSD now, so you can get it for a better deal. Check out my link in the description. Get yourself FSD. Now listen, because you can get it for $100 a month, right? You don't have to spend the thousands and thousands of dollars to own FSD. And do the math on it, because I think you'd have to own your vehicle for more than 5 years for the lump sum payment to actually start making you money back. So I pay monthly for this vehicle, but I get it free through my Foundation Edition truck, and I get it free because I bought it way back in 2018 and it transferred to my Model Y, 2023 Model Y. And so I have it for free in 2 vehicles. Well, not free, but it feels like free because I've had it forever in the other vehicle. And I pay for it for my son because it keeps him safe on the way to school and home. I pay for it for me because I love it. This is what I've been waiting for, the Cybertruck to have a very decent FSD. And then my daughter pays for hers because she absolutely loves it too. But guys, look at this. I mean, this will take you to the curb of a you know, like a gas station. I mean, more like probably like a grocery store or something like that. See, he was way over in our lane. Did you see that? He was over this far with his trailer in my lane, because you don't tow with the Jeep. Sorry for all you Jeep guys, but that's ridiculous. And the truck went whoop and made sure it was safe. It's very safe. Now, I want to tell you guys something. This is the first FSD that I feel like it's better than me. And when I say that, I mean not in everything that it does, but the fact that it's watching all the time. That's what I'm talking about. Like, if a deer's jumping out and I'm looking over here, the truck's seeing it. It's reacting very, very quickly to things. And look how smooth this corner is. I mean, the way it's moving is very, very human and very safe. Not because humans aren't always safe, so I want to say very safe, but not, you know, I don't know, it's just comfortable. That's the best word I have for it right now. So what I'm trying to say is that I now feel more comfortable in FSD because I can relax and not be so focused on the road. I can look around and see things that I know I don't have to pay attention so much anymore. And when you live in areas like I do, there's all kinds of, I don't know, there's erratic people who swerve at you, there's semis, there's animals always jumping out, there's all kinds of things going on. And so I always feel like I've got to be in charge, right? I got to be able to react. Well, now I finally feel like FSD is going to react faster than I'm going to react. And I'm basing that on my experience of driving for 5-6 hours, and seeing it react to things is really mind-blowing now. And it's just going to get better from here. So right now it's at a point where I'm super, super impressed. And so now I just can't wait. Now I'm still in standards. A couple people coming up on me. I don't care. It's going 5 over, 4 over in standard. Early turn signal. I like that. So the people behind me know, hey, I'm going to be slowing down. Get over it. And they did. They backed way off versus a turn signal at the last moment, which doesn't help people at all. Like this gentleman, he probably could have went, but you can't trust these other people that are around you either. Look at that. Very confident, clean turn. That was, yeah, A+. Okay, now we're on this dirt road, which is County Road 37, heading back to my house. Confidently going down this road. I like this speed. But I have a nephew who has the hardest time driving. Just some people it's not their thing, right? This is the best thing for them. What if you have an elderly mom or a father or grandparents who are also starting to have problems driving? This is the best thing for them. And not only for them, but other drivers on the road. So now it's becoming something that's not just a convenience. It's not just something that's, I don't know, how do I put it? Like I'm so special. No, now it's becoming something that is saving people's lives, or potentially saving some major damage to people's vehicles. Think about some people who can't see at night very well. FSD does great at night. I drove all the way home at night, 5 hours last night, got home at midnight. Had no problems. So start thinking about your loved ones, guys. Start thinking about your loved ones and thinking about, hey, you can get yourself into even a used Model Y version 4 hardware, or a used Model 3 version 4 hardware that will blow your mind. And for $100 a month, how much really is $100 a month anymore? They can be safe going from point A to point B using FSD. And maybe they want to take over when they're parking. That's great. But you just saw right now that if I wanted to, I could have got in my truck, closed my eyes if FSD would have let me, because of course it's watching, and I would have opened my eyes and been sitting in front of the Forks parked normally. And I could have got out of the truck, went shopping with no markings on the ground, dirt road, and got back in the truck, and here we are. It's already driving me back. Didn't even have to touch a pedal yet. Didn't even intervene one time. I'm still at 0 interventions on this dirt road trip that we're taking. Now granted, not all elements are the same as the last video. I did have to pull over quite a few times for some people who were driving very quickly. But that of course was not FSD's fault. In a sense it is, if you're thinking, well, it needs to be able to keep up with the flow of traffic. But I'm telling you guys, the flow of traffic around here is not safe anyway. So I wouldn't want FSD to drive that fast. But here we go, coming up to a turn. We got quite a bit of traffic coming at this turn. It should stop. And now it sees this truck coming. Oh, it kind of got jerky there. That wasn't too good. We don't want it to do that, but it's still waiting. Still sees the traffic. And here we go. So it did fine. It kind of just lurched a little bit, but you know, you can't take the lurches as a failure because sometimes it is trying to see, and it still did good. I'm in standard. We're going 5 over the posted speed limit. Currently the speed limit is going to change to 40 here. Let's see. Yep, it registered the 40. Let's see if it'll go up to 45 miles an hour. Is slowly picking up speed. 42. And if you guys haven't bought a Tesla yet, man, you are missing out. They are getting so good. If you do own a Model Y, Model 3, or a Cybertruck, check out 3W Auto Life mats for your vehicles. They are awesome. I'm not just saying that. Yes, they did sponsor me. They gave me a free set of mats for my truck. And yes, they gave me a free set of mats for my Model Y. We've done videos on both. The Model Y will go live. Comes a motorcycle. It went ahead and went into the dirt of it, the roughness of it. We're good. But if you own any of these vehicles for November, the end of November, for Black Friday, they're doing a deal. There'll be a link in that video that will be released on Black Friday. So if you guys are looking to get a deal on those mats, which, like I said, they don't smell, they smell awesome. They have some, I don't even remember the words, like Thyrex or something in it that makes them awesome. They don't poison your animals, they don't smell like rubber, and they are awesome. I'm not just saying that. They are way better than what you can buy from the Tesla store or any others that I've seen so far. So here we go, confidently up the switchbacks. Really rough road through here, guys. We get so much traffic, and they, you know, I just going on a little rant here, but if they just had all-wheel drive and they stopped driving their pickups and their two-wheel drive and making those rear tires bounce and dig and bounce and dig, our roads would be a lot better. It'd be really cool to see how nice this road would stay if every single vehicle on it was a Tesla with all-wheel drive. I really feel like it would be a lot better road, because I watch videos, I see the back end of the two-wheel drive trucks doing this, and they're just digging. Every time they bounce, they're digging. And that's their traction, right? The back tires are just digging and pushing, and with an all-wheel drive vehicle, all the tires are pulling, so even if one of the tires is coming up, the rest of the vehicle is still on the ground pulling, so you don't get so much digging into the making washboards, creating the washboards. I did really good on those switchbacks. Speeding right up on this hill, very confident, staying in a safe location at the top of the hill. A little too much to the left, but I don't know, it can see more than me maybe. All right, now here we want to stay to the right, and I'm sorry if it doesn't stay to the right enough, which it looks like it did. He waved, and see, we're in this ditch that the semi went swerving at me, and this is a lot worse now than it was then. And it's fine. You could have just stayed straight. Impressive. This is really nice, guys. Can't wait to post this video for you guys. Can't wait to go to North Carolina and see what North Carolina is all about. We're going to film it. We're going to go check out some of the attractions. And I don't know, guys. Colorado's been a rough ride for me. And North Carolina has some beautiful mountains. They have the beach. They have a lot of views that I align with. Not everywhere is perfect. Everywhere has its bad places, right? But I just noticed I forgot to change a mode on this camera. I was using the big FV lens. the FOV lens to try to capture some of the Aurora Borealis, and I could see the symbol on the top. So I apologize for this view, guys. I think this one's going to be messed up. So I'll be mostly on this camera and the up camera, I'm sure, on this video, through little bits from this camera, but there might be some weird shifty stuff going on because I forgot to change the setting in the camera. There's a lot to think about when you do these videos. Now I want to tell you too, it's not really dodging much of the potholes or the rough parts of the road here on the dirt road. I don't think there's anything in its algorithm yet for that. It's hard for me to gauge what it's doing because that was really good right there on that little turn to miss all that. But every now and then it'll just go right through the hard stuff. This is also a blind corner that I keep an eye on, looking out the left window. We're golden. Truck's diving in a little bit. It's speeding up. Wow. Very confident. There's nowhere you can go here. This is just a mess. Hang on for the ride. Ridiculous. But we are still confidently moving in standard at 47 miles an hour. Okay, so here's some holes that it doesn't, I don't think it can really do much on the dirt road. I don't think there's enough programming in there yet for it to understand to miss things yet. Still, it's a Cybertruck, right? It can handle the bumps. It can handle the holes in the road. I'm not worried about it. Very impressive. Very confident this time on this way. Isn't this a lot faster? 47? Interesting. Maybe the sun has something to do with it. I don't know. I don't know. You can see the trucks up here, the equipment, the heavy loading, whatever you call this equipment to do the roads. Wow, it missed all them holes though. I don't know what to say. Here comes a truck. I know it sees it. And it did a nice wide turn around them. But this is they're redoing the road, so our road is a lot better now. Here we go. The last trek to my house. Definitely a blind corner coming up this. It did really well. Stayed to the right. Very comfortable. See, you can just kick back, guys. Just relax. Let the stress go. Look out the window. Look out the other window. Let the truck drive you. Let the Model Y, let the cars drive you. This 14 version of FSD is what we've all been waiting for. Where it really feels like we're getting chaperoned by a safe driver. My neighbors would respect this driving, right? Like I'm not flying down the road, but I'm also going fast enough that I shouldn't have to pull over for you. This is safe driving. Take your time. Enjoy the ride. I tell you, I enjoyed that ride yesterday so much. Going down to Denver, which is always hell going through Denver, right? It handled everything so great. It just took all the stress away. It almost makes me not. It really, I don't worry about driving to Denver now. Look at this, perfectly staying so it can see over this hill. Wow. Impressive. And now I can look at the beautiful mountains. Look at everything that's going on. Still pay attention to the road. But not so much in that I used to have, not so much anymore. Now I can actually look around for things. Maybe I can see, I just saw a random donkey up here on the hill. Maybe I'll see a bear. Maybe I'll see a mountain lion. Maybe I'll see some mountain goat. I don't know, maybe I'll see a moose or some elk. Because now I can look around and not always have my eyes fixed on the road. It's such a different experience. And then you start to get used to you start to get, accustomed to it, and you start to understand more. Now here comes a vehicle. Let's see if it's going to give him lots of room. Staying to the right. It is. It's staying plenty to the right. I will wave even though he won't. That's fine. Gave him plenty of room though. You can see this test was mostly dirt road. So I will do some video of it on the highways and in the small little roads of North Carolina. But I wanted to show you guys what the improvements are on the hardest stuff, the dirt road. Look at it go. It's like, I know this, and then slow down. Still in standard. Impressive. Zero interventions. And we are 1 mile from my house. Didn't even have to park. Zero interventions. Now, I did have Tesla tell me that the rattle coming from my dash is a known issue from the vents, the actual vents that are moving, and they said there is no fix. So just like the original Model Y had a lot of rattles, the Cybertruck's going to have its fair share of rattles that are not going to be fixed under warranty or ever fixed unless somebody comes out with a whole new thing. So I'm good with it. As long as I know it's not a problem, I don't have plastic clips breaking or something, whatever. It's not that bad. And I'm usually always listening to a little bit of tunes. I don't even hear it. So if you guys are hearing some of those little rattles from the dash, apparently that is something just indicative of the first version of Cybertruck. But guys, can you imagine how cool this truck's going to be 2.0? I'll be trading mine in, at least the non-foundation. I'll be trading it in day one I hear about version 2 Cybertruck. Because I'm excited for everything they're going to learn from this truck, because this truck's already incredible. Already mind-blowing beyond what 90% of the people out there, if not more, understand. Alright, so here's my house, guys. I don't think it knows how to go up the driveway. It's just going to go right past my house. Yeah. So as you can tell, it doesn't know that I live up there. So that I have just missed my turn, but let's see what it does. It's going to get up to a certain point and probably just pull over and stop. So that's the one limitation right now. Oh, it's going to go left down this driveway, huh? That's interesting. Huh. I don't know. There you go. At least it pulled off the road somewhere safe. So I guess that's it, guys. I'm gonna pull out of here and go back home. I guess that'll be for some updates down the road. It'll be like teaching your Cybertruck where your driveway is. I'm excited for when it can start to like learn from where it's been, right? Like it doesn't seem to to be able to learn anything that you teach it. It's all what's been programmed in it or what it knows to do live. But that was very interesting for it to just find a comfortable place to pull over, make sure it was safe. And since I didn't take over, it felt like that was the best option. So thanks for coming along on another video, guys. This was fun. I'll make sure my truck is up high here. I want to make this nice turn on the other direction without dragging my tow hitch. Nice. There we go. It's been a great time, and as you can see, FSD is amazing. I'll give you a quick overview at the top. All right. Well, hey guys, we're back. Wasn't that awesome? I mean, I am just like a kid in a candy store. I tell you, this stuff is incredible. And this truck just never stops to amaze me. And the updates just make it more and more amazing. That was awesome. So other than it knowing how to come all the way back up to where it started, if you're in town, this thing's gonna go in your driveway, probably even park in your garage. But you could tell that was a zero intervention video up on the 35 with the most unpredictable roads, and you saw it for yourself. I'm just so stoked to see what's next for Tesla, and I just love making these videos. It's so much fun, and thanks for coming along with me on this one. And I will see you guys all in the next one, where I'm on my trip to North Carolina, and I just, man, that was just so much fun. I just can't even get my words out right. It was just so impressive. And wait till you see what it can do on the paved roads. And that's the Cybertruck, guys. Thanks for coming along with Mountain Tesla on this one, guys. It's always fun to have you along and show you how things are just changing and evolving. And we'll see you guys all in the next one.